Well guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Valorant. Now, as you may see by the title, I'm going to name it something along the lines of Valorant is dying or Valorant is already dead. Now, before I start into the video, I don't mean physically that Valorant is dead and no one's playing the game. No, I mean that it slowly is dying and it's going to come to a place where people are not going to be playing Valorant as much as they already have, or they just completely stop at all. So why am I saying this, right? This is just going off the top of my head. I have no script, so bear with me here. The reason why I'm saying it is this because in my experience, my ranked games have been absolutely terrible for the past, I'd say since this act has started. So just to give you a bit of context, I finished my last act in Immortal 2 like 180 RR, which isn't a lot, but it's not like a lower rank, like maybe Diamond or Platinum. So I finished that episode. I was feeling really good. I was playing the best Valorant I thought I was playing, and then this new act started. Apart from my 5 placement games, the rest of the act, it has been absolutely terrible. The only thing I'm getting is either e-couples that won't speak in chat, a cheater that's mostly on the enemy team because why would he be on my team, or I get throwers or just completely toxic people in every single one of my games. And it's not like it happens once every 10-15 games. No, today I've played 4 games, and in those 4 games I had 2 racists who instantly went off chat and started trolling the game. The other one, I had a cheater who was blatant. I was copying and pasting the link to the cheats that he's currently using. And then my final game, I had a guy that literally came into the game, insta-locked ISO. After 2 rounds he said, I'm gonna throw your game, and disconnected, and we had to play out a full game 4v5. Now CS is a direct competitor of Valorant, but even in CS it was never that much, or was never that publicly known as far as I know, because I did play CSGO and I did play CS 1.6, and yeah, of course you had those occasional throwers, but most of the time people, even if they were racist, you could at least mute them and you would play the game properly. But in this game, no, they throw the game, they're racist, they're gonna call out info in main chat, so the enemies know where you currently are. Whatever it is, whatever kit they have, they're gonna try to use it against you, even though you're their teammate, which makes total nonsense, and it's annoying to play with. Now, it's not making me want to play Valorant because of that. Like, the only reason I'm even playing Valorant is so I can play competitive and get higher up in the leaderboard. That's the only reason why I'm playing the game. I don't know anyone else who logs onto Valorant and says, yep, let me go play 5 Swiftly today, or let me play some unrated games today. Like, I actually don't know anyone that does play it, and I do understand that there is a community that does play those games, but you have to kind of work with it, because in unrated, yeah, there's nothing on the line, so you don't really need to, as you could say, quote unquote, sweat to get the win. But when it comes to competitive as a game mode, you do need to communicate with your team, and you do need everyone on the same page at least. Like, everyone needs to want to win the game. Now, I know Valorant is trying to fix all of the issues it's having right now with the new ban system and the new rules that they have came out with on their YouTube channel and Twitter, or X as it's called right now, but it's clearly not working. If I can have as much toxic people in my games, as many cheaters in my games, then there's something wrong with it, and I will let you guys know why it's wrong in a minute. But I just want to get this all out of my head. Like I said, there's no script, so yeah, like I said, it's one of the worst acts I've ever played in Valorant, and I have played since the beta of Valorant. Now, in my opinion, why Valorant is struggling with its toxicity and all the cheaters is because the game is free to play. Now, when the game is free to play, as you could possibly know, if you get banned on one account, what's stopping you from creating a fake email address, downloading Valorant again, logging onto it, and making a new account? There's literally nothing stopping you. And even if you get hardware banned, if people are tech savvy, they can get around that too, so they can just continuously create new accounts and play more games and ruin other people's fun while playing the game. Now, you may say, well, Matt, you're only talking about the competitive side of Valorant. Well, yes, because in my opinion, Valorant is mainly known for its competitive game mode. It's not known for its unrated or swift plays or TDM or deathmatch game mode. It's mainly known in competitive, and that's where most of the toxicity happens. It is unfortunately in competitive, as you're trying to fight for a better rank to maybe prove yourself wrong, that yes, I could actually reach that higher rank, or maybe try to flex on your friends that you're a higher rank than them. But that's not the only reason why Valorant is dying. It's one of the main reasons why it's dying, but there's also no variety when it comes to Valorant. There is only competitive. You have swift play, unrated, team deathmatch, and deathmatch. And that's the only game modes you have. Where is the replication game mode? Where is the snowball fight? Where is there? I'm gonna keep on banging about this. Where is the replay system? There isn't really much content you can do with Valorant apart from smurfing content, apart from ranked highlights, and that's about it. That's the only thing you can do in this game. I believe if Valorant really wants to push this game to be better than what currently is, they need to give the fan base the freedom to build and create different game modes themselves, different maps, maybe something like Fortnite is doing, or like CS did in the workshop. Maybe host a competition once a month, once every 6 months, that the best voted map comes into the map pool in the next act. Do something to encourage the fan base to be creative, to go ahead and make new content for the game. Because if there's no content created for the new game or for the game at all, then the game is gonna be slowly dying, apart from the hardcore fans that have been there since day one and they won't play any other game. But it's not gonna let you expand the game the way you would hope so, or the way you would want to. Now, I'm not saying that I'm some huge Valorant creator that plays the game every single day and makes content on the game every single day. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just a guy that wants to talk about random topics and happens to play Valorant. And I do enjoy playing this game competitively when I do play in my free time, when I do have the time to play the game. But it's just not making it enjoyable, and it's harder each day to come back to this game and say, yeah, do you know what, actually, let me go ahead and play Valorant competitive today, instead of maybe some other game that's out there. It doesn't even have to be a competitive 5v5 shooter, because that's the road we're heading on. The game is not being fun anymore. The game used to be fun, but it's not fun anymore. The new agents that they bring, they are either useless or they're overpowered, and then they have to nerf them, so they then become useless. The maps that they create are not fun anymore, like the map Haven, the map Ascent, the map Bind. All of those maps are great, but Abyss is absolutely terrible. The last time I can't remember the last time I've actually enjoyed playing the map on Abyss. And I know they have tried doing something different and expanding the game onto console, which I won't get into right now. In my opinion, Valorant really needs to step up their game content wise, bring us new game mode, make the fan base more engaged within the game, fix the cheating problem, because it's getting worse and worse each act. There's more Radiance. I could even drop a tracker for a hacker I personally played against that got all the way up to Radiant, from Immortal 2 to Radiant before he got finally banned. He was boosting another account. So those things happen, and don't get me started on the Radiants that 5-stack with silvers and bronzes to get to Radiant. That needs to get fixed in 2. I don't believe a Radiant should be able to 5-stack, but that's my opinion with any rank. There is a lot Valorant needs to work on, and if they don't act now, the viewership of the pro scene is going to go down, and not only the viewership of the pros are going to go down, but the player base itself is going to go down as well. I believe they need to focus on fixing one thing at a time, then trying to fix everything in small updates. But that's just my opinion. To hear your guys' opinion on this, so make sure to drop a comment and I'll respond to any comments there is there. And if you made it this far, make sure to subscribe, like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.